Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Planetarium show. My name is Daniel, and we'll be exploring our universe by using our astronomy software called Celestia. We'll be exploring a few things in our show. They include our solar system, stars, and constellations. So let's fasten our seatbelts and let's begin our journey. So here's our solar system. The solar system consists of a sun that is large family of space objects. These include the planets and moons, and countless smaller bodies such as asteroids and comets. The number of known members rises monthly as smaller, more distant objects are found. The planets orbit the sun in roughly the same plane and travel in the same direction counterclockwise, which seen from above the North Pole on Earth. Counterclockwise is the opposite way than when the hands of a clock turn the other way, which is the standard way, which is clockwise. Counterclockwise is the opposite way, which the planets orbit around the sun. The length of an orbit and the time to complete one increases with distance. The planets and their orbits are not shown to scale. Let's talk about the sun first. The sun in the solar system is a huge ball of hot, luminous gas. In its core, hydrogen is converted to helium, releasing energy that is felt on Earth as heat and light. The sun has existed in this form for some 4.6 billion years and should stay the same for another 5 billion or so years. The diameter of the sun is 864,900 miles. The average distance from Earth is 92.9 million miles. The rotation period of the sun is 25 Earth days. The surface temperature is 9,930 degrees Fahrenheit. The core temperature is 127 million degrees Fahrenheit. Now that's hot, all right. So here's a full rotation of the sun. See, it's a bright star, bright hot star. Our first planet in the solar system we have is Mercury, the planet closest to the sun. The diameter of Mercury is 3,032 miles. The average distance from the sun is 36 million miles. The orbital period of Mercury is 88 Earth days. The rotation period of Mercury is 59 Earth days. The surface temperature is 292 degrees Fahrenheit to 806 degrees Fahrenheit. That's why Mercury is very hot. Mercury has no moons, and Mercury was named after the winged messenger of the Roman gods. So I'll get you a full rotation of Mercury. By using my mouse wheel, by the way, I could just zoom in and out on the planet, or whatever, though. so you get a close up of what a planet or the sun or moon looks like. And by using my right click on my mouse, I can use a rotation, so you can get a full view of a planet or the sun or the moon. And we're using my right and left arrow keys on my keyboard. Though on the standard keyboard, I could just move side to I can adjust to different angles. And with my right and left arrow keys on the numpad keyboard, I could just move the camera view right and left. It'll get you a full rotation. There's the sun. Anyway, so the second planet we have is Venus. The diameter of Venus is 7,521 miles. The average distance from the Sun is 67.2 million miles. The orbital period of Venus is approximately 224.7 Earth days. The rotation period of Venus is approximately 243 Earth days. The surface temperature is 867 degrees Fahrenheit. That's why Venus is hot and the brightest planet of our solar system. Venus has no moons like Mercury, and Venus was named after the Roman goddess of love and beauty. Here I'll get you a full rotation of Venus, which is very bright on one side and dark on the other. The third planet we have is our planet Earth. The diameter of Earth is 7,926 miles. The average distance from the Sun is approximately 93 million miles. The orbital period of Earth is 365 Earth days. The rotation period of Earth is 24 hours. The surface temperature is 59 degrees Fahrenheit, and Earth has one moon. Before we move on to our next planet, let's talk about our moon. The moon is a cold, dry, lifeless ball of rock with a substantial atmosphere. Gray and crater covered, is the fifth largest moon in the solar system. It looms large in our sky and was an early target for space exploration. It is the only other world that humans have visited. You get your full rotation of the moon. And also it'll give you a full rotation of Earth. Let's go back to Earth. So we have our North and South America. Here, as you can't see in the dark, though, we have Europe, Asia, Africa, and Australia, and Antarctica, and the North Pole above Earth. Our fourth planet we have is Mars, the red planet. The diameter of Mars is 4,220 miles. The average distance from the Sun is approximately 141.6 million miles. The orbital period of Mars is 687 Earth days. The rotation period of Mars is 25 hours. The surface temperature is 195 degrees Fahrenheit to 77 degrees Fahrenheit. Mars has 2 moons, and Mars was named after the Roman god of war. I'll get you a full rotation of Mars. And the 2 moons' names are Phobos and Deimos. Our 5th planet we have is Jupiter, the largest of all. It is 2.5 times the total mass of all the other planets combined. The diameter of Jupiter is approximately 88,846 miles. The average distance from the Sun is approximately 483.7 million miles. The orbital period of Jupiter is approximately 12 Earth years. The rotation period of Jupiter is approximately 10 hours. The cloud top temperature is minus 160 degrees Fahrenheit. Jupiter has 63 moons, and Jupiter was named after the king of the Roman gods. Now get your full rotation of Jupiter. And there's one moon that you see on the left. It's called Io. There's one moon called Io. And there's another moon called Europa. Our 6th planet we have is Saturn, with its rings made of ice. The diameter of Saturn is 74,914 miles. The average distance from the Sun is 886.15 million miles. The orbital period of Saturn is approximately 30 Earth years. The rotation period of Saturn is approximately 11 hours. The cloud top temperature is minus 292 degrees Fahrenheit. Saturn has 34 plus more moons, and Saturn was named after the Roman god of agriculture. Here's the full rotation of Saturn. Here's one moon that you may recognize. It's called Pandora, which reminds me of the myth called Pandora's Box. There's another moon called Janus on your left. That's why Saturn's rings are really ice freezing cold. Our 7th planet we have is Uranus, the only one that spins on its side so that its rings and family of moons seem to encircle from top to bottom. The diameter of Uranus is approximately 31,763 miles. The average distance from the Sun is approximately 1.78 billion miles. The orbital period of Uranus is 84 Earth years. The rotation period of Uranus is 18 hours. The cloud temperature is 353 degrees minus 353 degrees Fahrenheit. That's why Uranus is cold indeed. Uranus has 27 moons, and Uranus was named after the ancient Greek god of the heavens. Here's a full rotation of Uranus. That's why the moons are rotated on its sides. Uranus is the only planet that rotates on its sides. And here's a moon on your left, though, you may recognize. It's called Ariel. It's like Ariel from The Little Mermaid. Our eighth planet we have is Neptune, which was discovered in 1846. The diameter of Neptune is approximately 30,760 miles. The average distance from the Sun is 2.8 million miles. The orbital period of Neptune is approximately 165 Earth years. The rotation period of Neptune is 17 hours. The cloud top temperature is minus 320 degrees Fahrenheit. Neptune is very cold, as you can tell. Neptune has 13 moons, and Neptune was named after the Roman god of the sea, whose name was Neptuno. Here's a moon on your right. You may remember it's called Larissa. So Mercury, Venus, Earth, and Mars are the four inner planets. And the four outer planets are Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. But there was one dwarf planet called Pluto, which we're not going to talk about in our show. That's why Pluto is a dwarf planet, which, yeah. So now let's talk about stars and constellations. A constellation is a group of stars that form a picture in the night sky. Here's one constellation called Scorpius, which is the scorpion. And you guys can kind of see it, though. And here's another constellation called Delphinus. which is the dolphin, which is shaped like a flag on a stick, or shaped like a kite. Here's another constellation called Aquila, which is the eagle. Here's another constellation called Draco, which is the dragon. Long continuous constellation. And here's another one called Ursa Minor, which means the little bear, or a bear cub. Because a baby bear is called a cub. And here's another constellation called Taurus, which is the bull. And here's another one called Orion the Hunter. Here's another constellation called Ursa Major, which is a picture of a water dipper or a big spoon. That's why you call it a water dipper. That's why Ursa Major is the Great Bear. You could just imagine all the constellations you could think of. Now I wanted to show you guys our solar system one more time just to get a good look. The solar system is part of the whole galaxy we live in called the Milky Way galaxy. And that is the end of our Planetarium show. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you next time, and happy stargazing.